you're doing fine, and I won't be back again. No, I won't be back again. I know your line. Yeah, I know your line. You're firing into the wind. So take your best shot again.
Hi, are you the manager here?
No, I'm the director of marketing.
I'm Irene.
Irene? Jay.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I get you a beer?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Sounds good. Here you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, how can I help you?
I have a proposition for you. I want to partner with a golf company and use your clubs or your gear and just collect stories on the golf course. So I was wondering if you would sponsor me and send me to golf with some cool people.
Okay, do you know how to golf?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, that's good. And how are we going to decide who you're playing with or where you're going?
You write down 5 random places, 5 random people, or people with different careers, whatever, and then I just pick and I go.
Anywhere, anybody.
Anywhere, anybody.
You're going to figure it out.
Yeah.
All right. All right, Irene. Here are 5 random places. Go ahead and pick one.
Florida. Easy.
And here are 5 random people.
WWE Superstar? Who writes that?
You said anything or anyone, so...
No, you're right. I'll do it.
All right, you think you can pull that off?
If you send the clubs, I'll find a WWE Superstar.
All right. I'll make sure the clubs are there.
Deal.
Deal. You're going to need some merch, though.
Fine, thank you.
So what's up with this Irene thing?
Yeah, we'll see. She's going to Florida to find a WWE superstar.
We made it. How do I find the WWE girl?
I don't know how you just randomly find a WWE superstar. I wish her luck, but I doubt she finds one.
Oh my god, I think I found one. I'm gonna go ask. Hi, excuse me. Are you in the WWE? You look a lot like the Queen of Spades, and I really need someone to golf with tomorrow. I'm being sponsored by a golf company to golf with a WWE star, and I just was really hoping that maybe you would say yes. If that's a yes, then I'll take that. I'll take that as a yes. Okay, tomorrow, Timaquan, 11:08 tea time. Cool. Welcome to the first Golf with Irene episode. I have with me here Shayna Baszler, also known as the Queen of Spades in the WWE world. Thanks for being here, Shayna. We're just so excited because Sub 70 is sponsoring this. They actually sent us hats. One sec. I think it actually works perfect if you wanna put that on. You gotta break it in. Okay. You're a pro wrestler right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the NXT Women's Champion.
But you're also a 3rd degree black belt in jiu-jitsu.
Look at this. Textbook jiu-jitsu.
And forgive me if I pronounce it wrong, Muay Thai?
Yes, I'm a Kun Crew in Muay Thai.
And then kickboxing.
Yep.
MMA.
And there's a front kick combination and a side kick.
Fighting.
I'm a black belt in judo.
I didn't know that. Anything else?
Catch wrestling.
Well, okay, so question, what defines catch wrestling as opposed to other forms of wrestling?
Really, it's just the rule set and the philosophy of the art. Both are human chess, but I think just philosophy-wise, catch wrestling is a lot more aggressive, and jiu-jitsu can be aggressive, but I think it's a lot more passive just in basic philosophy.
How do you think, if I was walking down the street, how are you going to take me down? What would it take? What would it take?
Probably just like
All I take is a kick. I'm not that threatening. I'm not that threatening. This is the other cool thing. Sub 70 sent us a bunch of clubs for us to use.
What did you end up actually sending her? Like, what are they using?
$699 V2 irons, the new 859 driver, and I sent down some JB wedges too.
Seriously can't believe that they just had this much faith in me to send gear, to send clubs and hats. Thank you so much. Well, and you had a whole bit, I guess we can talk about this, you had a whole bit with Ronda.
Night seems to be
I'm pretty
no
confident
different.
that I speak for everyone when I say we are all pretty sick and tired of hearing you try to speak on a microphone.
How did you originally become friends? When did that happen as opposed to when your tag team stuff happened in the WWE?
Yeah, it's really weird actually, because when Ronda started making a bunch of noise in MMA, I'd already been fighting for like 12 years.
Tremendous effort by Shayna Baszler to get her 10th win in mixed martial arts. She's a submission expert.
I was known for submissions and my grappling game, and so Ronda came in with this armbar, and she was beating girls like real fast, like 30 seconds, her first few fights, and everyone was like, here she came with this like personality and talking trash and selling fights, and so automatically a lot of the OGs
Did not like that.
We're like, you haven't paid your dues.
Look at me! See, unlike you, I paid my dues. I kicked the front door down to get here, whereas you waltzed your way in through the back door straight to WrestleMania, huh?
And I never really was like that. I was like, I don't know, guys. Because I understand pro wrestling. I always loved pro wrestling. And then, so it's kind of weird that we didn't meet before that, but I was on The Ultimate Fighter. And she was one of the coaches that season, the first season that had women.
Mm-hmm.
I actually thought about quitting fighting. I was an EMT and I was getting ready to, I like went through the whole process to be a firefighter.
Oh.
And then they announced the first all-women's season of The Ultimate Fighter. So in some alternate universe somewhere, I'm a firefighter in South Dakota.
That's okay. In an alternate universe, I'm a very religious mom with like 10 kids and hating my life.
Isn't
So
that crazy?
yeah, not that other people can't do that, but I'm so glad it's not my life.
Yeah, we met on the show.
Okay.
And then automatically, like, the first thing she said to me is, I said, hi, it's weird we haven't met yet. And she said, I heard you have a zombie apocalypse contingency plan I'd like to discuss with you. And instant friends.
That's the other thing. I hope that like pro wrestling fans know that like I know nothing about wrestling, and I'm a very new golfer. Sub 70 doesn't know maybe how new I am. They think I'm good at golf. I'm not. It went this way. You do so many sports or martial art forms where the self-discipline it takes and self-respect, right, to do jiu-jitsu or judo or wrestling or all of this. I feel like self-discipline is a core part of that. And I feel like a lot of people struggle with self-discipline. And a lot of times people develop self-hatred towards themselves because they don't feel like they have enough self-discipline in their life to meet their goals or do what they want to do. So what's advice you have for people that want to improve their self-discipline?
I always tell people to take the first step past your excuse. So your alarm goes off and you already start compromising. Like, oh, I don't need to work out today. I could sleep another couple hours. I
that's
worked
me a
out
lot.
really hard yesterday. This is an argument, by the way. You talk about me being disciplined. This is an argument I have every morning with myself. The first thing I do is roll out of bed and get in a cold plunge. I'm one of those nerds.
Wow, I'm a sauna girl. We are very.
The sauna, I think I have PTSD from cutting weight.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's not a
'Cause you're just
pleasurable
sweating.
experience. Whatever it is, that first step is, just do it. Because after that, everything else comes easier.
Yeah.
But when you're laying there having the argument, that's what makes it hard. Or like, you don't want to go to the gym. Oh, I had a hard day at work. The gym's always busy.
Again, that's me all the time.
There's days where I've not wanted to go to the gym, but there's never been a day that I went to the gym that I regretted.
Yep. That just applies in so many aspects of life because I never thought that I would get a degree. But I remember the first day when I was just like, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to sign up for a trigonometry class. I'm going to retake trig. I'm going to retake calculus. I just want to prove that I can do it.
Yeah.
And then from there, I actually ended up liking calculus, which then led to me getting the engineering degree. But it really just does take that one day of getting up and going, I'm going to do this.
It's that first step.
And then you just repeat that step.
This is the advice I give. Like, Rhonda's mother was writing a book of quotes from athletes and asked for one, and this was the one I left. But it's like, you have to be willing to work as hard as you can for much longer than you think is fair. I don't know, man. All the years I put into martial arts and MMA and everything, and it not really paying off. Like, and I don't want to say it didn't pay off, but not in the way that you would like show someone.
But, and you have to make a living, right?
Yeah.
Like,
so it's like you don't make a lot of money, especially back then. Didn't make hardly any money doing it. It wasn't really popular back then, so it wasn't like, you know, fame, or not that that's what I was chasing anyway, but just really nose in the dirt, working hard. And it's a long time before you look up and notice any change, right?
Yep. This is so cool. Not even gonna lie. So cool.
Gone forever, or in someone's yard.
What are they gonna do? Come over here and fight you? You are one of, if not the only, one of the only women in the WWE that actually has background in MMA fighting, jiu-jitsu, judo, like all of those things.
Especially at the level that I did it at. There's a
Yeah.
lot of people, especially nowadays, that do jiu-jitsu or, you know, have an amateur fight or something along those lines. But to have done it at the level that I did it at, maybe Ronda.
Like, you're the real thing.
As far as women,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Sense that, like, that's what you're bringing to the Queen of Spades, because you have that part of your ego. And I don't speak of ego as a bad thing, because everyone needs an ego. But part of your ego is that you really did that shit.
Well, and like we think of you know, at NXT is kind of the wrestling school for WWE. So at NXT we have to take like acting classes and these storytelling workshops and things like that. One of the workshops we did was talking about character archetypes.
Yeah.
And there's a light side and a shadow side, right? And so we had to go look at these cards, and the one I picked was the Queen. And at the time at NXT, I was the champion, and it was like the light side was like benevolent leader, leads by example, and the dark side was leads through fear, insecure, a need for acknowledgement. And so I kind of tapped into that because I was a bad guy in NXT. I'm kind of a bad guy now. I'm a little bit of a tweener now, but so kind of like finding something that's real and then being like, what would make this be unhealthy in my scenario? Because, you know, I'm a bad guy. I'm in a heel faction. So
What's a heel? I keep seeing that on the internet.
Yeah,
What's a
heel is a bad guy. A
Okay.
baby face or a face is a good guy.
Oh, okay. This is the squeakiest card of all time. Okay, so right now you're a heel, and so you actually go to workshops and you develop that storytelling, which I think is really cool, because I started identifying, like, on my social media, not as, everybody just thought, oh, she's a singer. It's music. Irene Baszler's music. She has a band. But to me, it's more important that I identify as, no, I'm a storyteller.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you my real life story and how I developed my character and my identity.
So what do you do when you realize you're an addict?
Which is why I'm so interested in the idea of your identity as Queen of Spades and Shayna. What emotions do you feel when you are the Queen of Spades, and is there safety in that versus being Shayna sometimes?
Yeah, for sure. Because I don't think I'm a bad guy, but it's so easy for me. I've done it for so long. The second I hit the curtain, it's easy for me to be in it. I'm completely in it.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing about wrestling fans, and I guess fans of like any art, is like they can tell when you're faking the funk.
Yes.
And so if I wasn't in it, I think it'd be dangerous just because in what we do, my opponent in the ring is giving me their body. We're telling a story in the ring.
Yep.
And so in order to do that, I have to allow them to safely
manipulate,
be physical with me.
Yeah, manipulate your body.
And I think if I wasn't in it, it would be dangerous for that person. Like, it's my responsibility to not injure them.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now that if I'm getting slapped, I'm getting slapped. Like, I've been slapped and it's been fine and it stings and it hurts, or I've been slapped and I've had my eardrum popped before. So
God, and you had to keep performing.
Yeah. So there's a safe, and then there's things like time cues and things the referee is communicating to you from the producers in the back. So you have to hear and put hear out of that ear because it was ringing. And also in that match, I tore my bicep and didn't know my bicep tendon. But
how many like major injuries have you sustained?
I've had 2 surgeries on this ankle, partial tear in my bicep tendon, partial tear in my ACL.
And
which
again,
is
you
funny.
have to keep going.
Yeah. And I think like that's any sport, right? Someone's gonna like tough it out through an injury for the glory of the game, but we have to tell the story.
You constantly have to be communicating with your opponent, because if you actually injure something,
yeah,
now they have to win the fight, but they have to act like that's part of the storyline.
The best pro wrestling, and I think this is one of the most common misconceptions that people have about professional wrestling. The first one being like it's fake, which is like maybe the worst term. Pro wrestlers get offended at that because, like I said, we're hitting each other for real.
Yeah.
Predetermined is good. That it's not scripted. We haven't rehearsed.
To me, this is insane, because my only thought about it was, oh, you're literally reading a script that night. This is going to happen. And then you practice the whole week, and then you go out and you sell it.
No,
but that's not how it works.
Our TV's on Mondays. I show up Monday at call time. Usually sit around in catering for an hour, and then we get, here's your ring times. And then our ring time is mostly, producer says, Shayna, Irene, you guys have 12 minutes, 5 in the first seg, 3-minute commercial, 7 on the back. Shayna over on Irene. They might say something like, Shayna over on Irene with a quick roll up.
This isn't even a bunker, but it's basically a bunker.
Yeah.
We're in the sand. All right. Let's get a wedge. Here is a 56. You have the honors.
Me?
Hey, you hit it. All right, that'll be a better shot than from the sand.
So if she's just starting out, and she's got a bunch of followers who might be starting out too, have you really kind of honed in on that value proposition and how much you get for your money with these clubs?
So that's like their whole thing, is they make really cool clubs, but they sell it at a fraction of the price of other big golf companies.
Yeah, I mean, I think she understands like the sub 70 value and our sort of vibe and what really we kind of try to, push and with the things that are important to us. So I think so.
But they're real big on like the normal everyday golfer should be able to afford it. And so I think that their company is super, super awesome. Do we want to chip that again? Bathroom break.
You gotta mic me up on the...
Oh, no.
Don't worry, I was on a reality show.
You were mic'd in the bathroom?
We had to wear mic all the time.
That's terrifying. You know what? I'm gonna go too.
Well, if you're letting her run with it, like what was the sell? Personality? Does she have a good idea? Like what's going on?
I mean, the idea was interesting, but as we've gone through it, she's actually been shockingly, impressively, like, got a plan, seems to be executing on it. Like, I think it actually might work.
Yo,
I don't have a doorknob.
you're stuck in the bathroom?
Please let me out. This is what I've been waiting for. You must admit that I am the greatest. Oh my god, this is not okay. Okay, wait.
Rocket scientist stuck in a bathroom.
That was real, that was not scripted.
I really didn't
Much
think
like the
it was.
WWE. Okay,
The door,
carry
the
on.
door handle
I'm
is on the
yeah.
floor outside. Why would you?
Just carry on, please. We're all good.
We move on.
I thought I was legitimately gonna have to bust that screen out and climb out of that window. Oh my god. You were already looking for alternatives? Oh yeah. That window, I could have fit through that window. I would have had to bust the screen out.
Maybe we should play this one. It's a par 3.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. Before I dirty up these clubs, look at how gorgeous they are. I love them. They are beautiful.
Get in the hole.
Oh, off the tree. Wow. I thought you said you
What a
didn't
ball. Good ball.
Oh, that's awesome.
The Queen of Spades.
She can do it all.
That was
Put
beautiful.
that one
Good
on
shot.
the edit.
Good shot.
Also, we can two-putt that. They did send us some pretty nice wedges, though. We got a 56 and a 50 wedge.
I think I like the putter.
We're going to putt. Too hard. Moves a lot more than you think. We're doing best ball, bestie. Nice. Par. Thank you. First job I ever had was a caddy at the country club in Sioux Falls. I'm learning so much. So you're like, oh, I never golfed. You golfed for a year in high school.
Yeah, but then I followed golfers around so they would buy me
And
free
then
hot
you
dogs.
caddy for golf. That's really cool. How did Queen of Spades develop? Like, you just were into magic and magic tricks?
Yeah,
and...
I was a nerd. I was a kid, so I thought it would be fun to be like a ventriloquist magician nerd.
A ventriloquist?
So I had a ventriloquist puppet.
Can you still do it?
I haven't in a while.
What?
I was just gonna say.
What
Joke's on you.
card am I holding up? There's not even a thing. Okay,
So-
I give up. Take it back. We got like 2 lines of cards up there. Show me a magic trick. Quick break. Sub 70 has many hats that you can get. This is awesome. And it was cold this morning, but now I'm going to switch to a super awesome hat. Thank you so much, Sub 70. You sent so much good merch.
Okay,
Magic me.
hold your hand like this.
Like this?
Open, shut. Okay, good. So we have Queen of Clubs. Okay.
I hate the
Close
Queen
it.
of Clubs.
Yeah.
It's not the Queen of Spades.
Forget about the Queen of Clubs.
Yeah.
The Queen of Spades is the one we want. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna do this slow, so you know I'm not doing anything shady.
Okay.
So I have the club, you have the spade.
Yeah.
So without looking in your hand, do you have the spade or the club?
I have the spade.
Okay. So would you be more impressed if that was the spade or if that was the spade?
Obviously, if that was the spade.
Turn it over and see.
They are both aces. What? What? Okay. I'm gonna go back and like slow-mo that video, but that I had it in my hand the whole time.
I did it slow so you can see it. I didn't do anything shady.
Oh, we almost made it. That was good. I would have scolded across the green. We golfed at Cocoa Beach yesterday, and I actually did par a couple holes by myself. But today's not my day. That's fine. I don't know if you can put this content-wise on the internet, but
No, just blur it. Blur the.
I read that Uncrustables are the #1 snack for the NFL.
You want
Like,
to hear a secret?
Yeah.
This is a secret.
Okay.
So sometimes when we're done with TV on Mondays, I kind of told you a little bit. Like by the time we get out of there,
You're dead. I mean,
yeah, and it's like
late, and honestly, TV is so busy and stressful. There's no time to eat during the day. So I eat when I get there at call time, and then probably don't eat the whole rest of the day.
Yeah.
Maybe run through, grab a banana or something. But by the time I get back to the hotel, sometimes I'm just not in the mood to wait for like Uber Eats. So I will go in the production office and steal. They make sack lunches for the production crew. And I'll steal one of them, and they're always Uncrustables. Sometimes
that's
not
awesome.
every time, guys.
Cheers to the production crew because you can't do a goddamn thing without them.
These are old.
This is a brick.
These are old. These were, you know what this happened? You're supposed to keep these refrigerated, and they left these out. No, they're so bad.
That's like.
No, good thing you got these Red Bulls to wash it out.
That guy knew it too when I was checking out. He knew it. He like looked down at them and like he was like, we should not be selling these. I have some questions for you, but you can only answer with one word. And we're doing this quickly.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready? Favorite band?
Kiss.
Favorite new artist?
Ooh.
I'm wounded that you didn't automatically say Irene's Entropy.
I know, but it was too much.
Nope. Next question. What's your favorite Irene's Entropy song?
Speak.
Worst injury you've ever sustained?
Broke my talus, my left ankle.
Most memorable fight or opponent?
Sarah McMahon, Invicta FC2.
Last city you got stuck in during travel?
Ooh. I'm going to be honest with you. I travel so much I can't even remember. I can't remember the last city I was in.
Houston.
Oh.
You told me that.
Why do you know that?
I know everything about you. Your favorite beer?
Celebrator, double bock.
Favorite sex toy?
So have you checked in with her? Has she done this yet? What's going on?
I think they're actually supposed to be shooting today.
Probably want to give her a call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably should do that. Hey, Irene.
Hey, Ryan.
No, actually, it's Jay.
No, everything's fine. Everything's perfect. It's actually, we're golfing really well. No,
What was that?
sorry, I just choked on the bug. It's fine. And you're going to love the content. We're doing a great job, and the internet's going to love it. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Beautiful pitching wedge from sub 70 right here.
Yeah.
I might have rolled down onto the green.
Why did it go that way? Why am I doing that today?
At what point in your career, like, did you have fears of people watching or judging your moves and what you were doing? Like, at what point did you have such self-confidence that it didn't matter when people were watching you?
I think in fighting, most people don't know how to fight, and most people think they do because it's so like innate to us as basic function. But when, especially at the time I started fighting, in the US, nobody really understood submissions.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody wanted to see people just stand up and punch.
punching.
And I think I would like choke someone to sleep and they would boo because it was like the wussy way out. But I understood, oh, you just don't understand.
This is actually good technicality.
Yeah.
You just want to see punches being thrown.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think just knowing, most people don't know what they're talking about. So it didn't bother me.
Yeah. And even now with WWE, if people are commenting like, oh, I didn't like that bit that the Queen of Spades did, or she needs to be louder, there's so many people that have opinions about your personality and the character that you're playing. So how do you deal with others judging the way that you are portraying that character?
I mean, obviously some of that gets to me sometimes, but I think two things. One, a big one being, I think I was inoculated to like online hate when I was in MMA and friends with Ronda Rousey, who gets a lot of online hate. Understanding, like, when you take a look back, especially Twitter or X, everything is designed to be negative. So when you like a tweet, you can hit the heart. But the only way to express dislike for something is to comment.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's almost by design made to be a negative soundboard because
people will generally take the time to comment something negative. But if they
the only way to express they dislike
it. If they like it, unless they're really into what you do, they'll just either tap the like, but usually
or just
won't comment.
Scroll on by.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think something,
you're like, oh, cool.
Whatever.
That's very true. So you're not even seeing the amount of positivity. You're just seeing the hate.
Right.
Oh, look at that. We were so close to the green. We'll chip it. I'm the least confident in my chips. And so I'm hoping that some of the guys at sub 70 have some tricks for me. Okay, and then that one actually went well. But usually chipping is like my greatest weakness. Queen! It's actually kind of fun. Do you make people call you that? It's like a... Beautiful. Beautiful. If we make it, it is par. You gotta make this putt. Is it true you broke your thumb when you were fighting Ronda Rousey? Ah, I was trying to get you. No, that's really good. That's par.
I did, in fact, break
Give him-
my
give him-
thumb
give him the
fighting
spade.
Ronda Rousey.
Give him the spade.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. That was straighter than mine. You got any hobbies?
A ton. It's a joke, actually.
What's your current favorite hobby?
I've been, I guess painting miniatures right now is the kick I'm on. Making Gundam, building Gundam. You don't know what that
Okay,
is.
no, you're gonna have to explain this. Painting miniatures of what? Oh, and...
Well, you didn't pull
sand.
your head.
You got a lot of Florida sand here.
Yeah.
It's like everywhere's a sand trap.
No.
Oh, sand trap. Okay. All right, so tell me about these games.
This current game I'm into that just happened on Kickstarter, it's called Trench Crusade.
Okay.
And it's an alternate timeline in which around World War I, the Knights Templar accidentally opened a portal to hell. So it's like demons and scary monsters.
Sounds like something the Queen of Spades would play. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So in your spare time, you're painting miniatures, and you are
making knives.
Making knives. Okay, another. I feel like the Queen of Spades would do that.
Get out. So I also turn rings from time to time.
Turn rings.
Ring turning, like make a ring.
Okay.
And there's like, if you can get meteorite, it's like a pretty cool looking ring.
I think this is...
Head straight, let it fall. Don't swing the club, let it fall. Come on now.
It's doable. I feel like that's a good angle because it's kind of a dog leg.
Oh, that's great.
It's red. Oh, it's right there. Dang! Oh my god, we could birdie this hole. Right across the green, but it's okay.
A little too much sauce.
Not even upset about it. Golf is also about teamwork. And supporting your peers. Nice!
See, that's what mine did.
Tap and Vogue. Do you have any like plans for after WWE, what you want to do with your career? I don't know why I just gave that to you. Sorry, would you like a putter? Like any other things that you want to accomplish in your life with fighting, like teaching? I know you teach jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
And...
I think I could be a better coach than I ever was a fighter, which that's not to say I was not successful.
Well, because you're all about technique.
Yeah. And I think there's a lost arm of martial arts that has forgotten that like professional wrestling and grappling came from the same place. Just one side decided we can make a lot more money if we control how this happens.
Yeah.
And the other side was like the purists.
Yeah. No, we don't really care.
But I think all that is forgotten. So I think there's this cool there's not very many schools in the world that do it, but that teach both. Like the working side and the...
You're like a conduit where both can be appreciated and come together and use the strengths of both. That's very admirable. I just want to say thank you so much for golfing with me. I know that this is not your usual.
We could do like 4 more episodes of this.
We really could.
We really just touched the tip of the iceberg of coolness.
I agree. I just think that golf really for me, like golf is the place where you come and like you can talk about life and you can get into deep discussions, or you can just have fun on the course. But I think a lot of my best self-discoveries have come on the golf course. And I really hope to bring that to people, because it's not necessarily even about the golf. It's about the life lessons and the self-awareness that you gain when you're playing golf. So thank you for being my first guest.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. I'm a huge fan now. I'm going to start watching WWE.
Yep. I'm changing the world, spreading the gospel of wrestling one person at a time.
Yep. Yep. And it's not fake. I'll never say that again. Sub 70? Go get your feelings, go get your clubs.
Sub 70 today.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Definitely.
For
Sub 70.
100%.
What you saw on camera, we're way better than that.
Yeah.
We just didn't want to make you feel bad.
We're trying to reach out to the everyday person.
Hole 18. All right. Shayna, Queen of Spades. It was lovely playing with you. Seriously, respect what you do, and thank you for sharing parts of your life with us. And thank you to Sub 70. Really appreciate all the merch that you guys gave us. These clubs were incredible.
We're definitely Sub 70 for this.
Yeah. Great day in Florida.
Thank you.
We're letting these people play through because they're not filming content. He made it over the water.
Yeah. Mine would have made it over. It just went way that way. For the record, it was enough power. Not the right place.
No one doubts your power, Shayna. Calm down.
I'm strong.
I was going to say, no one doubts you could beat the shit out of any of us.